Have you ever wanted something so badly that it consumes your thoughts, your energy, and everything? Maybe it's a dream you've chased for years, or maybe it's someone who feels just out of reach. No matter how hard you try, it feels like life has been designed to keep that one thing away from you. Today, we're going to try and dive into this universal experience, the longing for what you can't have. Why do we feel this way? And why does a part of us still hold on to that desire no matter how impossible it seems? The big question is, why do we long for what feels unattainable? Well, psychologists suggest that it's tied to the scarcity principle. When something is rare or out of reach, our minds value it more. It's a psychological trick our minds tell us, if I may say. This must be special if it's so hard to get. But it's not just about scarcity. Sometimes the things or people we long for are connected to something deeper within us. Or maybe it's about hope. The belief that if we could have just as one thing, everything else in life will fall in place. Now let's talk about the emotional roller coaster that comes with wanting something so badly. On one hand, there's hope. You imagine how perfect life would be if you could just have that one person or thing. It gives you reason to keep going. But then reality sets in. The sadness. The feeling that no matter what you do, it's never enough. It's exhausting, isn't it? It's like you're running a marathon where the finish line keeps moving further away from you, but you can't stop, or you don't want to stop. And then there's that quiet voice in the back of your mind whispering, what if? What if I could have it? What if I'm just not trying hard enough? It is that voice that keeps the fire alive. Here's where it gets even more complicated. This longing often creates a conflict between us. On one side, you have reality, what we know is possible, what's tangible. On the other side, we have our desires, our dreams, the what could be factor that comes in. It's like living in two worlds at once. And that tension, it's not just uncomfortable, it's painful. But it also says something profound about us. It shows how deeply we care, how much we are willing to hope even when the odds aren't in our favor. So why do we hold on to these feelings even when it seems hopeless? Fear of what it means to let go, fear of regret. Just what if you stop trying and then someday you look back and you realize you could have had it if you'd just tried a little harder? But it's also about identity. Sometimes the things we want are so tied to who we are that letting go feels like losing a part of ourselves. And if you've ever experienced that, you know what it feels like. If you spent years dreaming of a certain career or person, how do you separate that from the sense of self? But here's an interesting thought. There's a kind of beauty in longing itself. The fact that we want something so deeply speaks to our passion, our hope, and our belief in possibilities. Even if we can't have what we want, the act of wanting keeps us connected to our dreams. And personally, I think it's a reminder of what makes us human. That ability to care, to imagine a world bigger than the one we're in. And here's the thing, even when we don't get what we want, the longing itself shapes us. It pushes us to grow, to become better. Just think about it. How many of your decisions or your actions have been influenced by something or someone you've longed for? Well, even if the outcome isn't what you imagined, that journey teaches you something about yourself. So, your resilience, your priorities, and your values. But here's the truth. Longing doesn't always go away. Sometimes it fades, sometimes it stays quietly with us in the background of our lives, and that's perfectly fine. Something you can't have doesn't mean you're weak or foolish. It just means you're human. What matters is how we carry that longing, or does it keep us stuck in the past? Well, at the end of the day, life is full of things we can't have. It's also full of things we never imagined we'd get. Things like surprises, opportunities, connections we didn't see coming. The trick isn't to stop wanting, it's to hold that longing with grace, to let it be a part of your story without letting it define your entire life. So guys, what about you? Is there something or someone you've longed for but couldn't have? Has that shaped your journey? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And if this video resonates with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it to someone who might need to hear this today. As always, thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes the beauty of life isn't getting everything we want, but in discovering what we never expected. See you in the next video. Oh, happy holidays everyone.